So you're wondering how to make a Minecraft server? Well, I got you covered. I'm gonna be teaching you how to make a Minecraft Spigot server. Now, what's special about the Spigot server is that it can support plugins and it's more optimized than Bucket. Step 1 is to open up your favorite search engine and type in Spigot download. And then you get the very first link. It should be Spigot get Bucket. The link will be in the description if you're lazy. Okay. So then you download whatever version you want to host your Minecraft server on. In my case, it's 1.8.7. Now here I've got it. I'm gonna create a new folder on my desktop and name it server. It doesn't have to be named server, it can be named whatever you want it to be named. Step 2 is to drag your newly downloaded Spigot into your server folder. And step 3 is to run Spigot. You'll see you have 3 new files in your server folder. Server properties, EULA, and logs. You don't gotta worry about logs and server properties for a bit. You wanna focus on EULA. Now you gotta change EULA, instead of being false, it's gotta be true. And then you gotta save. Control S, or just save. Then you close out of it. And you run your server again. Now, a bunch of files have been created, and they're all just doing their thing. Now what you do is you would copy and paste the text that I have in the description into a new text document. And it doesn't matter what it's named right now, so I'm just going to call it run.txt. So then you have this. Now, before there's that kid in the comments that's like, oh, I want to make it lagless. You gotta, if you have a 64-bit operating system, you gotta install Java. Java for specifically 64-bit. So you'd click download, then you scroll down, you ignore all these download buttons. You see all Java downloads right here. This is important. And then you download 64-bit. Or else if you have a 32-bit, you're gonna get an error that says like, can't reserve heap size. So I'm gonna do like 2,000 megabytes, because I can afford that. Alright, and then right here, this is an important line of code. Our jar file in here is not named server.jar, it's named Spigot 1.7 RO snapshot, whatever the hell, .jar. You can name it server.jar if you want, but I'm just gonna show you what you would do if you didn't. Shoot, it's opened in Task Manager. I need to close it. Get out of here, gremlin. That was Minecraft, whoops. Okay, so you have this. You rename it to, like, whatever you want. I'm gonna just call it Spigot 1.8.7.jar. Now, server here, this isn't server, this is Spigot dash 1.8.7.jar. Now you could name that to server or whatever the heck you wanted. So now you have run.txt. You're saying, oh, what do I do with this? You go save as, go into your folder, name it run.bat. It's important that you have the .bat. So then you can get a Windows batch file. And then if you run that, your server will come up. I should probably explain how to join your server. I guess that's an important part. But pretty much... Okay. Now to join your server, now that you've created it, you go into Direct Connect and you type in localhost. And then you click Join Server. And now your console will say, like, you've logged in. And I have logged in, and we're playing Minecraft on the server. I don't have any commands that I can do, but I'm in my Minecraft server, so I can't... I don't have permission. What you would do in your console here is go op, and then your name. So I've now opt myself. And now I can give myself however many sticks I would like. Oh. Bruh. Okay, now I have 5 sticks. Also, for your friends to join the server, you just type in, what is my IP? and then you get your IP address. But only give this to friends, because other people can do bad things with it, which I don't want to do. So that's why it's blurred. But this will say your IP address, not mine. If you want to stop using your server for a bit, you can type stop in the command prompt, and then it will save your server properly. Now, if you want to do extra stuff with this, like plugins, data packs, really whatever, stick around. I'll let you know how to do that. But if you just want to play some survival with friends, this is a decent spot to leave. Now is when we install plugins. Now this is nice because, like, you can type in whatever the heck you want. So I want to play Minecraft but with better commands, so Essentials 1.8.9. I want Essentials as my first plugin, so I googled Essentials plugin 1.8.9. Then I'm going to grab Essentials X and download it. Once it's done downloading, I'm going to open up the zip file and go into Essentials X Suite and just drag this in here. Now I can do /tpa/home and all that. An important thing to note with plugins is that you gotta reboot your server with them. Okay, so now that I've done that, Essentials should have created a plugin folder for itself, in which I can go in here into config, and I can say, like, oh, do I want all my players to be able to do /home and all that? I think I might. This is a really big file, I don't like it very much, but it's here. So if I scroll down to where all these commands are, to enable this feature, say, I do Control F to find use-bucket-permissions. I spelt that wrong. Permissions. And then I look for the next instance of it. Now I want this set to false, so that it can use its own custom permissions, such as /home and all that. I'm gonna be lazy, and instead of rebooting my server, I'm gonna type reload. I don't recommend this. Gonna boot up my Minecraft server. Bam, I'm in the game. Now I have commands such as GMC, which is a shorter version of Game Mode Creative, /I, which is a shorter version of give, so I can say I stick, and then I get more sticks. I can do that as much as I want. /TPA, TPO, TP, /help. And then you get all these nice commands. Alright, now that you've installed the plugin, nice, good job. So you want yourself a server icon, right? Alright. So, here are the requirements for a server icon. It has to be 64 by 64 pixels, and it's gotta be a PNG file. Now, a good way to make your own server icon is to go onto Piskel. And just do, like, go into settings here and resize your stage to 64 by 64. Now you have a solid stage size, so I can then draw myself an epic server icon. Alright, but then you're gonna go to, on the side here it says export. You export it as a PNG. And you go here, and you rename it to server-icon. It is important that you name it to this, so then it recognizes it as the server icon. Now, if you would like to have different text, or customized text below the server icon, or to the right of the server icon, go into server.properties. At the very bottom, you'll have MOTD, and then you just make that equal whatever you want. Perfect, alright. And then you save it, and then you reload your server. And then you refresh, and then, yes. Now you have your beautiful server. Isn't it a great little thing? Alright. Well, that's gonna be it for this tutorial, fellas. I hope you enjoyed, and, If you guys want me to do a plugin tutorial or something, like on a specific plugin that you want, like World Edit or whatever, let me know in the comments. There's also, if you need help, either DM me on Discord or join the Discord and ask me a question, or just leave a comment and I can try and respond there. Well, that's about it this time, guys. Bye.
It seems today that all you see is
Gummy Bear album in stores on November 13th.